Start her up, Nick. Choke.
I don't need to choke. It's not working stuff now.
Try turning the choke on.
Is it?
Possibly.
It just started up earlier.
Okay, try doing it now.
Huh?
Try doing it now.
I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, give it a shot.
What's going on with this piece of shit?
Is kill switch engaged?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Kill switch isn't engaged.
What's going on?
Alright, now close the choke, push the button down.
Everything's having problems over here. We just started it up earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. It was in the bed. Might need to take the carb out and dump it.
Huh?
So we might need to take the carb out, dump the fuel out of it. You know what I mean? Because if the carb is flooded, and might not be working too good. Now we got it started. He'll be back. So I got the wheel bearing off just now, well, the outer wheel bearing, and then there is a backing wheel bearing that I need to get off the back side so that I can pack the whole thing correctly. Well, this is going to be a fun endeavor. Now for the fun part. We didn't think about parts that we were not going to be able to reuse on this. So, now I need to start shopping for grease seals and possibly bearings. Something you will learn about science is that there is no set specific writing. No matter how many times you try, how much you probe, the answer is always going to change with science. Mathematics, variables are the only things recorded and known in the universe that just don't change. So, one of the things that is going into this rant. I've never dealt with wheel bearings on a truck before. Never dealt with four-wheel drive maintenance before. And there's a whole lot of first-time stuff in here. So, where I was going with that rant. Don't be mad at yourself when you don't understand something 100%. I don't think there's any person on earth who understands any one thing 100%. Because everything's always changing. And there's always different variables. That's why in science, they talk about what is known as the scientific method. You use questions and a series of experiments to discuss and discover whether or not your original thought was the correct one. Alright, sorry I didn't record myself doing all of the cleaning. That's not what diesel's supposed to look like, but that's what mine looks like because I've used it to clean all my bearings, all my parts. I went ahead and got brake clean to clean the main hub and the disc for the brake. So now that we've got the bearings repacked, we are good to go ahead and load this whole thing up. That had me worried for a second there. Alrighty. Here's the outer bearing. And this is a specialty castle nut for the Ford Ranger, at least, axle bearings. So these little grooves in here are so that you can get it down to the right tightness, and then go from there. Now we let it sit. Water is essential. Shh! I think I just heard it say something. It just said more diesel. Now it's time for some brake clean. Dang. last one from this batch. It's always fun. Take the spray nozzle off the bottle. There's always this one option. I guarantee you there's nothing left in this bottle. But it's always sketchy because you never know if you did it the right way like I did, or the first time I tried that, I hit the bottom of it on a nail and it was gone in under 60 seconds. Also, when you're doing a project like this, don't leave bottles lying around like this. It's rude. Pick your mess up and put it in the trash. Another parts run at AutoZone. I have a good running relationship with my local AutoZone, 4850 South Jones Boulevard, Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was able to get a pretty good deal on some parts. So I bought a 12-pack of brake clean and one thing of carb cleaner, because I used a lot of carb cleaner that my grandpa had lying around the house, because carb cleaner and brake cleaner are very similar, only carb cleaner is a little more abrasive. So I used it, and so I'm trying to be nice and just restock a little bit, give him some carb cleaner, give him some stuff. But I'm going to use most of that brake clean, like probably all of it. So I was able to get a good deal. I had some points built up. I had one $20 thing, and then I had a $13 promotion, so I had $33, and ended up that I was able to get all my credits to cover all of these chemicals, so we're set. Pretty much free brake clean, but don't just treat it like it's free, because the next round is on me when I have to go buy the next round. Maybe we can get this one to work right now. There we go. There's this evil tribe of bees that made their home back there. It's that black spot that kind of looks like it's moving on the house. They're Africanized bees. There was a documentary about them back in 2009, 2009. They've been around for a long freaking time. And they decided to occupy the house. They took over the garage. So now, the only time you can work is at night. It's diesel time again. Yep, we're just letting it soak in that blue fuel. Clean it up, clean it out, get her done. Because, hoping to do some sandblasting either later tonight or early tomorrow. Oh wait, no, tomorrow's Sunday. We don't do work on Sunday because it comes back and wait. Alright, so here's an update in the video. In the last video, I was putting this stuff together. I was dry fitting, and when I put the bolt into this bottom hole here, it wasn't this bad. But I guess the last person to work on this thermostat put a helicoil in already, because they screwed the threads up the first time. So when I went to pull the bolt out, it pulled a helicoil out, and that sucked. So I decided, drill it, tap it, put another helicoil in. I put the helicoil in dry fitting. The bolt actually broke off inside of the hole, and it's still in there. You can kind of see it, but it just is a miserable wreck. And so in haste, I waited 4 days for the machine shop only to do this and make it worse like this. This is the machine shop's work right here. And then when I went to talk to him about it, he said it would be between $80 and $100 to have his welding guy weld this up and get the stuff out and make a new hole. So I decided to go spend $80 on this. I've sandblasted it now. It's the exact same part. Part number 90TF9424-AA. same one right here, you can see it. And so right now I'm looking over it and I'm like, gosh, that's super rough. I mean, you take a flashlight, shine it down the top of this thing. We've got 2 confirmed holes. And down in here, it looks like it was used to practice aluminum welding, almost. And so we're waiting on another consultation to check and see whether or not I can use this or should use this instead of going and getting this repaired and putting this one back in my engine. So, alright, now we're getting ready to go to 4-wheel parts on 3901 West Russell Road, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89118-2316. We're going there to check out, see if they have parts that I can use for my original auto-locking hubs, or if I have to purchase the conversion kit to switch my hubs to be manual locking. So that's what we're up to. This is pretty much a repeat of what I did at Office Depot. I took this shim out of the auto-locking hub cam assembly and I put it on top of the parts that I already traced out of the paper and that they had laminated, and then I just highlighted where I'm going to need to cut with the scissors to make it so that way I can try and make good shims out of the lamination. So down here where it was more thin, there wasn't as much. These might work better than the parts with the paper because the paper parts aren't even accurately measured. This is probably the only one that actually came out with a good, accurate measurement out of the whole batch. So it's between these and these. So we're hoping. Here's my long-awaited putting the driver's side hub back together, clipped for the video. Like and subscribe for more content, please. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Not. Get off there, you greasy monkey. Eee. Alrighty. Here are our Office Depot fabricated. Ooh, that looks gross. Washers. Now that we've fabbed them down a bit on the inside, can't really tell because they still look pretty big, but oh, kidding me? Need to do more. Nope, I got it. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, got it. Sorry I forgot to turn the camera back on. I trimmed the shims down and made them fit. Got it to go back into the hub. So this is appearing like it's gonna work for now. And theoretically, it's foolproof. And I'm really excited about that. But we gotta go down to AutoZone, pick up some seals, make sure we can keep the grease in the hubs, because we did have the problem before where it overheated and the grease spilled out, making it an absolute mess. And so we're gonna get that taken care of. Alright, so it's the next day. I didn't end up finishing the other side's hub last night, so I'm now here to trim the insides of these shims. Make it so that they'll fit. I'm just shaving off like thousandths of an inch from the inside, so that way I can be sure that it'll fit. And yeah, it's hopefully that'll work. For comparison, there's that. Good morning, birds. Say good morning to the birds, everyone. Leave it in the comments. I'll be watching. We're gonna hope that's gonna work for now. Easing down off the jack. Stop. Re-raise the jack. Our jack stand placement wasn't the best. Go back for a moment. Well, we get what we get. Geez, well that's pretty terrifying. So on my truck, all the lug nuts are wheel locks, and I've got all the wheel locks just impacted on, so that way nobody can go in and steal the hub. Because this yard's had a lot stolen from it. So if you've ever stolen anything from this yard and you see this video, I will find you. And I will get my stuff back. End of story. No discussion. Ta! I don't know about you, but I think that looks pretty nasty. Alright, now. So down here, I'm trying to get this little pin out. I think I've already seen it, and if you've seen the auto-locking hub video, maybe I didn't link that in the description yet, but gotta get this pin out so I can get this hub nut off. Here comes the pin. Here comes the pin. Do 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 do. Here comes the pin. Da 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 da. And that's what it looks like. It's a little square piece with a rounded ridge on the top. Now we'll get our 1/2 to 3/4 adapter. Put that on our impact. And put our 2 inches and 2 3/8 inch socket on, and there we go. Our inverted castle nut. Now, we pull this whole disc assembly. All the bearings are right here, so try not to do that, because that makes for a rough day. But there's your wheel bearing, inner, and then this is outer actually. Inner's right here. These might not be the best materials, but I've taken these 2 pieces of like marble or countertop or whatever. If you ask a tile person what type of material it is, when I clean it off and show it on camera, they'll probably be able to tell you. I'm not quite a tile person yet, but maybe someday I will. But we're gonna grab the stick that we use with our nice white mallet to pop the inner bearing and seal out. I'll measure it at the end of the video and tell you length and width and height, because it fits really well on my Dana 35 bearings. So we'll show that later. Favorite rocket ship. Popped it out. Here's my brake rotor. There's inner wheel bearing. Oh, looks like they actually did a half decent job of packing it. Almost. Looks like they did. Well, to the diesel. We'll let those soak there. Heck, you know what? This wouldn't hurt to soak there too. This little pin. As long as we don't dump it out, we won't have too much trouble. But because we had to punch this seal out to pull the bearings out, this seal is now garbage. We'll go ahead and throw our inverted castle nut into the diesel as well. I wonder if I can't shove this any deeper in there and get as much use out of this diesel as I can. Alright, so we're going to be heading to Gowden Ford right now. Go pick up my PCV valve. And then after that, we're going to head to Maverick and pick up some diesel. So that way I have stuff to clean with. Because lo and behold, if you run out of cleaning materials while you're in a project like this, you're gonna need more, because everything's always dirty until it's clean. Russell Road and Rainbow in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have arrived again. Woo woo! Just like that, my PCV valve is here with my confirmation slip. And we are ready to go pick up the diesel. Now with our brake clean, we'll clean off this part of the 4x4 axle. Let the bearings inside the inner hub soak a little longer. Got that CV axle clean. We could pull it like we did the other. But I don't know if we've got to have an inner seal in there primed right. So we're not going to do it right now. Sure enough, here comes Nick. Excellent. So as you can see, we got gloves now, because Nick here, he came and saved the day. He got us some gloves, so now we're not completely just getting dirty every time, but we're still going to be getting a little dirty, because, you know, it's a car, it's a truck. You're working, you're dirty. Get more bottles. These bottles are lonely. Nick behind the camera helping us out. And this is the I've had enough of this crap chair.
I call this the Lazy Folk 1000.
It might be funny to note that I forgot to put the brakes on the driver's side when I was putting this wheel and tire back on. So right now that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put the brake on this side, get it right. So my jack is going bad. I gotta get that fixed for my grandpa, because it's actually his jack. But I got the retaining pins put back into the brakes, got the brake on. This is the irritating part about doing brakes or anything with taking the tires off the front, is that this doesn't just stay locked in. It should, and that'd be really awesome if it did, but it doesn't. So that's something I got to get figured out. So, but for now I got it all put back together. So it's time to get it jacked back up, put the tire on. We have all the lug nuts torqued to 90 foot-pounds, and our jack is not functioning. It's lowering itself on whatever it wants, whenever it wants, however it wants. It's kind of a pain. But for now, we're all right. Let's go grab a drink of water and look up what else we need to do first. Actually, we got some trash we can throw away. Alrighty, so we had a heck of a day. We went to go out to the desert and work on Nick's brother Brad's dirt bike. We were able to, how were we able to get with that, Nick? Was it pretty good? Handled pretty well?
Ran easy in the beginning. I mean, we can't really fully open it up. We don't really have any gear. We don't really have anything. The roads up there were crap. The dirt roads all full of rocks.
And it was windy as crap.
And there was probably maybe 30-mile-per-hour winds up there, to be honest.
Oh, I want to say it was 40 to 40-mile-hour winds with like 60-hour gusts.
It got to be like 30. Yeah, 40, 45, maybe at the most.
45, and then real high gusts.
Pushing the door.
Yeah, because it was pushing the doors. Like this door got sucked open when he opened it, and then
you can't even. As soon as you had it open, it was trying to push
boom.
The door towards your leg.
Either closing it on you or just sucking it away from you.
But no, it was moving the truck. No, it was all right. We had a couple minor problems, a couple things. Well, we needed to fix and what we done. So.
Yeah, and then with that, Nick was also able to help me just get stuff done on the truck. He was able to be the extra set of hands I needed to put that cam assembly back into the four-wheel drive hub. So we got that packed, and hubs are done.
What happens when you guys drift your truck in the dirt? Just donuts.
Yeah, you get some real nice dirt, dust resting on there.
Pull some Tokyo drift stuff while I like literally right where we're riding. So as I was doing donuts, I was still going around, finished, and right where the water was right here.
Just under the
little
tires.
lake, and I stopped perfectly.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Help pass it around. Nick's got a channel too, but I don't know if he's got any videos up right now or if he has. Maybe he's going to be putting up some new videos soon. But I'll link his channel as soon as I can get it if he wants me to. But
I gotta create a new one, guys. Stay tuned. The new one should have riding clips, fishing, you know, just outdoor shit.
Tokyo Drift with a Nissan.
I'm probably gonna Tokyo Drift the freaking Camaro when I get it, but yeah, stay tuned. I go to car meets. We go to I have car meets out here. I go to. We swing. We drift. Let us know if you guys want a GoPro head mount. Me racing Kevin in the Nissan before I get rid of it.
Yeah, he wants to race the Ranger with the new heads that I put on it.
Before I get rid of this thing. Kevin might be able to keep up finally.
Maybe. Hopefully it's like it. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. That's the way I feel about it. It's just
it's only gonna go two ways. Kevin's truck's gonna blow up. And my truck's gonna blow up.
You know, that's the great thing. They're both 4-liter V6s, so we're gonna just see how it goes. All right, thanks for watching, guys.